Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Good Morning with me, Misti B. Guys, you know, one thing I always talk about is I have a sincere passion for underrepresented chefs. I really, really do. So here's a quick story for you. So one day I am just scrolling through Facebook, just doing my usual scrolling. I'm bored, nothing else to do. And I see that this guy is talking about his amazing food and he's asking people how much would they pay for a tasting. So I'm scrolling through the comments because, you know, I've never heard of this guy. I've never tried his food. And people are saying how amazing his food is, et cetera, but no one ever answers the question regarding how much would they pay for a tasting. You know, so one of the beautiful things about doing this show is I get to bring on those underrepresented chefs, and that's exactly what I have done today. I've had a chance to watch this guy's videos, actually not his videos. People are talking about his food on Facebook, people from around the nation. And I was like, and nobody wants to pay for his tasting? I'm going to bring him onto the Good Morning with Misti B show just to see what it's really about. So you guys stay tuned because right up after this break, we have this guest and he cooked something out of the box for me. I can smell it. It's that good. I'll see you guys in just a second.
Confidence comes standard with a certified pre-owned Cadillac from Ron Carter Cadillac, your only Houston area Cadillac to your door dealer. Get 2.9% APR for 72 months on Houston's largest certified pre-owned Cadillac inventory, with the assurance of a 172-point inspection, meticulous reconditioning by master Cadillac technicians, and a total 5-year limited warranty with unlimited miles.
Shop smarter when you shop Ron Carter. Ron Carter Cadillac.com.
My prenatal promise is to make sure my baby is safe and healthy, because I know it is possible to acquire syphilis, HIV, or other STDs without knowing it. Getting tested is my very first chance to protect my baby. Doctors are required to give expectant mothers 3 separate tests for syphilis. If you're pregnant, ask your doctor if you're being tested properly for syphilis and other STDs. Congenital syphilis can lead to a miscarriage, stillbirth, or an infant death. Don't risk your baby's health. To find out more, visit myprenatalpromise.com.
Welcome back, everyone. I have to tell you guys that this studio is smelling like an entire blessing. And you know that when I say something is smelling like a whole blessing, it smells good. I'm over here tapping my fingers. I have in the studio with me today, Chef Ronnie Coleman Jr. Ronnie, come on over here and tell me about these blessings on this table. Okay, what is this that's smelling so good?
All right, well, you have here a signature dish from Coleman's Catering.
Okay.
This is the surf and turf mac and cheese.
Okay.
It has sauteed beef sausage, shrimp, which are extra-sized prawns. Okay. And a 4-cheese bechamel sauce that I made from scratch. And you'll love it. Many people have loved it from here to all over the world. We ship it, so enjoy.
I don't want to dive in just yet.
Yeah,
you see, I'm tempted.
Look, I don't want you to wait. I don't want you to wait.
Okay, let me tell you.
Okay.
Do you have any idea how we actually met?
I do not.
I don't either. So let me tell you how you caught my attention. And I said, I want to bring you on a show. So I have to tell you, Ronnie, I am all for the underrepresented chefs. Like, that's my thing. I want to bring representation to those people. Okay. So one day I'm leaving the studio and I'm scrolling through Instagram. And Facebook, I'm scrolling through Facebook and I see that you're asking about a tasting. You're talking about the food and you're asking people how much would they pay to come to a tasting. Everybody's talking about how good the food is, but nobody says what they're willing to pay. And I know sometimes how we can be. So I said, you know what, let me take this young man and bring him on the show. And I told you that I paid for tastings, but I wanted to represent you. So thank you so much for coming on. Now, before I bite into this, and I want to be very clear, I am very tempted. Tell me your background, because you've done a lot.
I have done a lot. I'm a chef by trade. I've done everything from being a grocery manager to private catering, which is what I do now with this. I'm also a barber and a international jazz musician. I play piano and sing and stuff as well.
Wow.
So yeah.
Do a little bit of everything.
I started pushing the catering again during the COVID shutdown because my barbershop was closed.
Okay.
I got a wife and kids, so I'm always gonna hustle and make money, do what I gotta do.
I know that's right.
I know I can cook very well. I know people like my food, so I brought back the catering and here we are.
Okay, now I'm about to dive into this.
Dive in.
Okay, am I gonna like it?
You're gonna love it.
All right, now Ronnie, I'm gonna tell you. My
listen,
face is gonna show.
We got plenty of cameras for you to see. You're going
All
to
right,
love it.
let's
Everything
go.
is from scratch. You're going to love it. Go ahead. Yeah. Ain't nothing out the box. Nothing's out the box. Yeah.
I'm supposed to be able to talk while I'm eating this.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
What inspired this dish?
Nobody had it. So in everything that I do, from my music to my barbershop to my food, I try to look for things that nobody has. Nobody was doing a surf and turf mac. You can get shrimp mac and get lobster mac. No one was giving you the best of both worlds, where you could have shrimp, seafood and land all at the same time from scratch. Everybody's giving you a cheese sauce out of bag, out of box. None of this came out of any of that.
I cannot stand no cheese out of. Okay, anyway.
Yeah.
I know doggone can. Now, tell me this. Something I'm tasting. I'm tasting something that's. It's really waking my palate up. What is that flavor?
That's a blend of seasons that I came up with myself. Yeah.
So there ain't no Tony's.
No,
that ain't no slap your mama.
No.
So you make your own seasonings?
I have a spice cabinet, yeah.
You have a spice cabinet full of all of Ronnie's seasonings?
Yeah.
How do you pair that? Like, I always wonder, how do chefs know what to blend together?
It's a blend of trying things that you want to find, like the food no one else has. So you want to hit different taste palettes and taste buds range. Each part of your mouth has a different sensor.
Wow.
So some's are hot, some's cold, some's sour, some's hotter than left, right. So you want to pick something that will cover all your bases.
Okay.
But you don't want to taste like somebody else. I don't want to taste like, some of the other establishments in the city, or, some of the bigger names, or smaller names like myself that are doing great work. You want to be you. So I wanted to come with.
Give me some, yes, because you have to be you.
Yeah,
honey, this is you. I eat a lot. I ain't tasted this.
Yeah.
That blend. So what inspired you to start cooking? I always love to hear that story.
I've been cooking literally since I was like 4 or 5 years old.
Who had you cooking at
my grandmother and my mom.
Okay.
My mom at the time as a kid was a single mom. I was a turnkey kid.
Okay.
So it wouldn't be nothing for 4 or 5 years old for me to be, cooking before she came home, until I moved with my father. And then my dad was a single parent as well, so he had me cooking as well. And my grandparents, when I would go visit family in the summer in the country, everybody goes to the country. My job was to cook breakfast for the family.
At 5 years old?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would sit on the stove with a chair and cook. It was, let's say, 12 of us in the house, because all of the cousins would be there. Breakfast was my job. So I would do, eggs, sausages, biscuits from scratch. My grandpa had us cooking biscuits. We called them cat head biscuits.
Come on, cat head.
They were big biscuits, because we were some big old country boys. And that's how I started cooking. And it went from there to, my grandmother was a manager at the college I went to over the kitchen. So I would cook well before I was able to work there. I was cooking with her, and then I went to a few different stores and was chef manager and deli manager. And it just kind of all
came together.
And it's always been something that's progressed and a passion of mine. One of the 3 things that I love to do the most. So
I love that. Now let me tell you. So while you were at 5 years old cooking, this is why I'm a good taste tester. I wasn't cooking at 5, but what I was doing at 5, I was spending a lot of time with my grandmother. And according to her, I would wake up at 5:30 a.m. say, "Granny, I'm hungry."
Yeah.
She'd give me some cereal, and she said about 7 a.m. I come back in there. Okay, now I'm ready for my real breakfast.
Yeah, you had the appetizer.
And my real breakfast was a real meal, so I can appreciate that story.
Yeah.
How has things been since the shutdown? You said you've been focusing on catering. How have things been?
It's been great.
Okay.
I mean, it's had some moments where you're not as busy as others, but it's always moving. And now that with the shipping option that I have,
you're shipping food?
Yeah, we're shipping.
Oh.
Yeah, next day, shipped to you with everything that you need to have. It's in a frozen container, so it stays fresh, vacuum sealed. We've shipped to Seattle, Detroit, Los Angeles. We got some more orders coming up for Michigan,
Philadelphia.
So we're doing next day shipping.
Come Oh, nationally known.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So are you going to go back to being a barber, or are you going to stick with this?
I'm still a barber. I will forever be a barber, and number one is a music artist. So these are just other things that go under the umbrella that take care of business.
Absolutely. Okay, so we have to go on a quick break.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm going to continue to eat this, and we'll be right back right after this break.
Confidence comes standard with a certified pre-owned Cadillac from Ron Carter Cadillac, your only Houston area Cadillac to your door dealer. Get 2.9% APR for 72 months on Houston's largest certified pre-owned Cadillac inventory, with the assurance of a 172-point inspection, meticulous reconditioning by master Cadillac technicians, and a total 5-year limited warranty with unlimited miles.
Shop smarter when you shop Ron Carter. Ron Carter Cadillac.com.
My prenatal promise is to make sure my baby is safe and healthy, because I know it is possible to acquire syphilis, HIV, or other STDs without knowing it. Getting tested is my very first chance to protect my baby. Doctors are required to give expectant mothers 3 separate tests for syphilis. If you're pregnant, ask your doctor if you're being tested properly for syphilis and other STDs. Congenital syphilis can lead to a miscarriage, stillbirth, or an infant death. Don't risk your baby's health. To find out more, visit myprenatalpromise.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gents. You see this fork? Honey, I am ready to dive into this. All right, I'm still here with Ronnie Coleman.
Yeah.
Ronnie, so I can see these are some greens.
Yeah, those are
I can see that
greens, yes.
very clearly. Now, what is this?
This is the #1 seller from Coleman's Catering. This is a peach preserve smoked oxtail.
A peach preserved smoked oxtail. Okay. Now, I got to tell you about oxtails, all right? You see how I'm looking at them. Now, I didn't like. Okay, the judgment on your face.
I'm listening.
I didn't like. I can't say I didn't like it. You know, you don't want to eat something because like I don't want to eat that. And then about 4 years ago, my friend, she's from one of my good friends is from St. Thomas, and so she made me some oxtails, and I've been hooked. I've been hooked ever since then. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is
these are different.
I know these are different.
These aren't stewed like most St. Thomas Caribbean guys. These are smoked, good Southern style with a peach preserve sauce made from scratch.
All right, I'm gonna dive into the greens first, okay? Because I love greens. Now, Ronnie,
go ahead,
I'm gonna tell you about these greens. Okay.
Dive in.
Let's see.
Good Southern cooking. Yeah.
Those are some greens right there.
Yeah.
This didn't come out no can, did it? I had to ask you. That is good.
This is not a canned body. This is a scratch body. Yeah.
From scratch, homemade?
Yeah, this is all homemade, baby. Homemade.
Now, how you want me to eat this oxtail?
With your hand and enjoy it?
I want to be cute. I can't eat that cute.
You can be cute.
Okay, I'm about to eat it.
That you grab the right piece right there. Just yeah.
Oh, it's peach preserve. How did you come up with this? I gotta ask you that before you bite into this.
I have a habit of trying to do stuff no one else has. So bite right there on the side. There you go.
I want this side.
Yeah. Look how tender that is. Yeah.
What's your #1 seller?
#1 seller. Now we also have other flavors, but this is our #1 seller.
You do flavored oxtails?
Yeah.
What other flavors do you have?
Peach preserve, mango, apricot, sweet and spicy, barbecue, and hurricane.
What's hurricane?
Hurricane is a mix of all the flavors together in one.
Which one is your favorite?
All of them.
You got okay. Choose one.
No, because I'm a big boy. I like to eat, so I like
your favorites for me. Give me one.
I say the hurricane.
Hurricane?
I would say the hurricane because I like all the flavors.
I knew you were gonna say
notes. That. So yeah.
Okay, so again, I met you. I'm trying to stop licking my fingers, but
go ahead.
It is what it is at this point.
We're family at this point.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But this type of cooking, we really are. All I need is some yams and some cornbread.
That's
all I need.
You got it.
So tell me this though. When like I said, I saw the Facebook post and you were planning a tasting. So what were you planning to accomplish with your tasting?
One, to just get more people to know about the food, because a lot of people I get literally hit up daily about people that have seen the videos or want to try the food. So if I do a tasting and give you everything that's on my menu in one sitting with a little entertainment and some good vibes, some good libations, why not?
I was going to ask you about that when you said the entertainment part. So does your bands?
Well, no, my band won't play that night.
No? Okay.
I have a habit of trying to bring other guys on to get their shine too.
Okay.
So I would bring up one of the guys and let them have a moment to entertain, and I would entertain you with great food and good ambiance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do you mind giving me a quick lesson on how to cook oxtails?
Yeah, I can.
You can?
Without giving you my secrets.
Don't give me your secret. Just
I would
give
say
me
a quick lesson. You would have to thoroughly wash them first.
Okay.
And trim the fat because they're very fatty part of the animal. So it comes with a lot of extra fat. So you're gonna have to get a good trim, get your good sharp knife, trim it down.
Okay.
And find you a flavor palette that you would like, where you may use some cayenne.
Okay.
Granulated garlic. Different type of spices that you might want to have, and whether you're stewing them or smoking them or just leave them in the crock pot.
Can I do the crock pot? That's easier for me.
You can do the crock pot method. Just make sure you have, because it's gonna make enough fluid on its own, but leave a little bit so it doesn't dry out. Okay. Because it's going to tender out the more you cook it, and the more you love it and put a much of love and good happiness to it.
Okay, Ronnie, hold on, because see, I love when I cook, but love don't make something taste good. Let's be clear about that.
No, I don't think so, because I love what I made for you.
I love it too.
That's why we love it together.
Okay, now take me to these greens. These are mixed greens, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so mixed with collards, mustards?
And turnips.
And turnips. Why'd you do that?
Nobody else does.
I love these answers. Come on, out of the box, authentic.
It's out of the box. And if you cook them right together, they'll pair great together.
How do you cook these right together?
You
gotta help me out. I wanna eat good too.
You gotta get you a good pot, some good seasonings. Okay. And these don't have any pork in them.
Thank God, I'm glad.
Yeah.
Good.
So, because a lot of people don't eat pork now, or you can't.
And they taste good.
They can't have pork for dietary reasons.
You got some turkey necks in here?
No.
Okay. No meat.
Beef sausage.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sauteed beef sausage. Now I do them with turkey, smoked turkey as well. But today I didn't. I want to try them with the beef for you.
You did good.
And you gotta make sure you, again, clean them thoroughly because you get, bugs, pesticides, all that stuff. And get you, whether you're using water or a different liquid to cook them in, let them have enough time till they're tender to your liking, and they really fall apart.
I've watched some of your videos, right? I watched your videos on Facebook. People really love your food. Yeah. And so my background is in marketing, and I tell people all the time, it's one thing when you talk about you. Yeah. It's a whole nother ball game when someone else talks about your food. What are your other bestsellers besides your oxtails?
The mango smoked salmon is my number 2 seller.
Number 2, okay.
Yeah, and then we have turkey necks, ribs, sausage from scratch, yams, greens, corn, then the mac and cheese that we had earlier. Okay. Surf and turf mac, or just the regular mac, because I make it all from scratch.
Well, we are out of time, and I'm okay with that because I get a chance to eat.
Now you can enjoy.
I can enjoy it without the cameras on me.
Now you can
Thank you
enjoy.
so much for coming in. Seriously, I love bringing people on like yourself. I love your story. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Guys, I'm going to eat this while we're on break, and I'll see you guys in just a second.
See you then.
Confidence comes standard with a certified pre-owned Cadillac from Ron Carter Cadillac, your only Houston area Cadillac to your door dealer. Get 2.9% APR for 72 months on Houston's largest certified pre-owned Cadillac inventory, with the assurance of a 172-point inspection, meticulous reconditioning by master Cadillac technicians, and a total 5-year limited warranty with unlimited miles.
Shop smarter when you shop Ron Carter. Ron Carter Cadillac.com.
My prenatal promise is to make sure my baby is safe and healthy, because I know it is possible to acquire syphilis, HIV, or other STDs without knowing it. Getting tested is my very first chance to protect my baby. Doctors are required to give expectant mothers 3 separate tests for syphilis. If you're pregnant, ask your doctor if you're being tested properly for syphilis and other STDs. Congenital syphilis can lead to a miscarriage, stillbirth, or an infant death. Don't risk your baby's health. To find out more, visit myprenatalpromise.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gents. I promise you, Ronnie's food, was amazing. I can't wait to eat the rest of it. You know, again, I talk about making sure that I bring exposure to the underrepresented chef. Again, it's something I'm really, really passionate about, and I plan to always do it. And I'm thinking back, like, where did that stem from? I really don't know, but I can tell you a few stories that I hope inspire you on your journey as you're dreaming out loud. You know, it was 2018. I had launched Brand Appetit, and in my mind, I just had to get to Essence Festival this year. I know that if I can go to Essence Festival, then guess what? I will come back with a client for Brand Appetit. So I'm an entrepreneur. That means at that time I had very little money, and I found a way. I ended up catching a ride with one of my friends, and my attorney was staying there. She had a really nice Airbnb, and I'm like, can I please stay with you? Let me know how much I need to pay. She didn't charge me anything. I stayed on the sofa at the Airbnb. I share that story to say, how can you help someone get to the next level? And I also share that story to say, you're never limited, right? So you may think, I don't have the funds, I don't have the finances necessary. You have every single thing you need within you, and you have people around you. Another story that I can share with you guys, I used to office out of a co-working space right here in Houston. Again, startup phase of my business, didn't necessarily have the funds. I go in to meet the owner of the co-working space, and I'm like, hey, this is what I can do for you. I'm known as the food truck lady. I can bring a food truck here every week to have someone on site providing lunch to us. And guess what? I got a free office because I did that. Again, I'm sharing these stories to say, guys, you have every single thing you need inside of you. If you want something, go and get it. And so what if you don't have the money? There are so many more resources besides money. What can you bring to the table outside of finances? That's the question I want you to start asking yourself today. As always, chat with me. Underrepresented chefs, I want to taste your food. I want to know what it is that you're working on. I want to know your story, how inspirational it is, because you never know how you're helping someone else. So make sure you chat with us on Instagram and on Facebook at American Star TV. I look forward to seeing you guys next time. I'm about to go eat. Bye-bye.